Hey guys, I go by Hadley Wright and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, like, subscribe. It's a brand new baby channel. Support would mean a lot to me. I think it helps a lot, especially at the beginning of a channel, but whatever, I don't really care about that. I'm here to talk to you, writer to writer, about the struggles. And I'm in a little bit of a pain point right now in my project. I'll just call it Project ARH because I know the title already and I don't know. People don't say it, so I feel weird saying it. We'll wait until closer to publication, right? So Project ARH for now. I've been working on it. I actually started this story to take a break from my medieval fantasy series that I was writing for years and years, which was very rigid and like very specifically outlined, changing POVs, like it's medieval, so like you can only use certain language, like you can't use anything modern in even the language that you're choosing. So I just was feeling very boxed in there, and so I needed something different, something very different. So I told myself it's going to be first person, it's going to be one POV, it's going to be a romance, it's going to be a standalone book, it's going to be everything the other one wasn't. And I didn't plan anything. I had a couple of ideas that had, been floating around in my mind for a while. And it was NaNoWriMo month, it was November, and I was like struggling on my other ones. So I was like, I'm just gonna get words out, man. And so I just started discovery writing this book, and it turned into the novel that I'm writing now, which I don't know if I said yet, but I have my first draft done and I'm almost to the midpoint of my second draft at this point. And they're mainly structural stuff I've been doing so far and just polishing up pieces where I see they need polishing. It's kind of crappy. Like, I'm just at a crappy spot. Right now. It's feeling hard. And I think it's because when you're in a first draft, or a rough draft, or a zero draft, or whatever you call yours, a skeleton draft, whatever your style is, it's difficult in some ways. In other ways, it's so easy. Like, you just keep going until you get to the end. Like, you always know what you need to do. You sit down and you write it, and you connect the points until you get to the end. And then you have a whole story. Well, when it comes to editing, nobody else has read my story yet. It's just mine so far. And so I'm using a little bit of romancing the beat. I basically made sure I have everything in the right order, according to that structure. And I kind of looked at the 3-act structure as well. That's like my main frame, is maybe even 4-act structure, where Act 2 is in 2 pieces, right? Kind of like the way Sarra Cannon does it. If you ever watch her channel, she's a wealth of information. But that's like my main frame. Like I said in a previous video, I like using Structuring Your Novel by K.M. Weiland as well. That's a 3-act structure with like the main plot points. I'm not a huge fan of Save the Cat, even though I know so many people love it. That's not really my vibe when I'm trying to structure a story. So I don't like do a plot beat sheet or whatever. But basic 3-act structure, and like I said, I also was implementing some romancing the beat, like beats as well, and everything seems to be in order. Now I've kind of switched some things around to where, and also right now I'm kind of like untangling when certain characters learn certain things as things go on. There's like mystery a little bit in my book as well. But yeah, I mean, there's no goal here in this draft except to make it better. I don't like it. What do you do when you're editing? Like, it's just make it better. And sometimes that is not specific enough for me. And also, I don't want to get too specific because then it's like, it's just so overwhelming. but I don't know how else I can get through this draft rather than just, I've started at the beginning and I'm just moving forward through it again. And as I'm changing things, like making sure that stays consistent. And of course I can use plenty of what's already there for this draft. But sometimes I feel like I'm doing too much, but also I feel like, well, it has to get done, so just friggin' do it. And so, yeah, basically that's led to, I am inserting a new scene where I'm at right now that wasn't in the first draft. And for some reason, it's impossible for me to write it, even though I know why it's there. I know what needs to happen. Something about this scene, it's just, I've been kind of stuck on it for days now. And I don't have a ton of writing time in my life. I have children. I have 3 kids. I have a full-time job. I have a husband and, you know, a house to take care of. It's a lot. I usually wake up early to write in the mornings, and I don't have a ton of time at a time. Like, I have a little bit, like an hour and a half maybe, at a time to work on this. And for some reason, this scene has just been like impossible. So I don't know what to do. I have to write it. I just have to write it. Like, that's what I'm going to do after this, is I'm going to just freaking write it. And then go to the next one, I guess. I guess this is just like a vlog style, like, bitch fest. Where writing is just hard sometimes. So I guess my goal for the next few weeks is to just keep pushing forward on the second draft and get it done somehow, and actually have it in a readable position where I can hand it off to a beta reader, which I'm gonna have to find some of those because I don't have any. But yeah, then I can get some feedback from people, real people with real opinions, and see what happens. Maybe it's a hot pile of garbage. Maybe it's the best thing ever. I don't know. It's very nerve-wracking. We'll see. But yeah, I guess that's my goal. Hopefully by the end of the year, I can get this second draft completely done, ready to hand off to readers who can help me with what I need to do next. What's missing, what pacing is weird, if I have way too much going on, which I have a feeling might be a problem. If it's too friggin' long, which is another possibility. Oh Lord, that's so fun. It's all so fun. Anyway, let me know how it's going for you this week, what your struggles are, and yeah, you're not alone. I'm out there fighting the good fight right along with you. And yeah, I'll see you again this week. I'll see you again next week, or whenever I have another video. Ta for now.